In the headlines, organizers promise new features in Saturday's opening parade for Mass Dominique 2019, full sponsorship for another Carnival Queen contestant, and Dexia and Finesse Beauty set a platform for young people interested in the fashion industry. I am Andrea Louis with the Channel 5 News, back with the details after this.
Get ready to open the best gifts with Flow this Christmas. Sign up for a new broadband or TV service with free installation, or sign up for a broadband and TV bundle and get 40% off broadband for the first 2 months. Plus, get a chance to win a 55-inch smart TV, 1 year or 6 months of free service. Enjoy big-time entertainment and big speeds this Christmas with Flow. Terms and conditions apply. Visit discoverflow.co for more.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
Thank you for staying with us. First up, Dominicans can expect to see a few new features in Saturday's opening parade for Mass Dominique 2019. This was announced at a press conference of the Dominica Festivals Committee, DFC, on Wednesday. Deputy Chairperson of the Road Parade Committee, Charlene White Christian, says Saturday's procession will have distinct sections in order to enhance the carnival product. The parade will start with royalty, as the floats for the Princess Show, Teen Pageant, Mass Jamboree, Mother's Queen, Creole Queen, and Miss Dominica pageants will lead the parade.
Then we have the traditional groups. The traditional groups for the opening parade, we have St. Joseph Sensei, Newton Lapo Cabwit, both junior and senior groups, Sakis Lapo Cabwit, Castle Bruce Negmawa, then Africulture Stilt Walkers, Maho Bunyo Lapo Cabwit, Good Hope Black Devils, Chupu Lapo Cabwit, Senjo Lapo Cabwit, Kalinago Persons, Dedisis Lapo Cabwit, La Plaine Band Mauve, Gutter Lapo Cabwit. Then we have the Contemporary Mass, we have Hysteria Mass, Amnesia, and Pure Mass with SAS. Advertising floats. We have a few companies who are going to be judged at the opening parade. The judges will be set up in various locations, and they will be judging the floats for the companies on the road. So we have the Dominica Fencing Association, Dominica Red Cross Society, Central Cooperative Credit Union, Dominica Brewery and Beverages Limited, Starrin and Sons, Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited.
The parade will wrap up with the Juve groups, followed by the strictly local section consisting of the NBD flag wavers, Junior Calypso Monarch competitors, JCI Kiddies Carnival, and school bands. The Deputy Road Parade Committee Chairperson says if all goes well, patrons can look forward to 2 other new features in Saturday's opening parade.
Now this year for the opening parade, we have basically 2 additional attractions. We may have 2 additional attractions. We are hoping that most likely will come through. We will have some bikers who are going to assist us with leading the various sections. And we're also going to have most likely some car displays, like it loud. Like it out loud. Okay, so they're going to be part of the parade, these cars with this loud music. So we're asking persons to come and have fun, come and enjoy. It's something new. There are new things because Carnival is evolving. So we're adding new additions every year.
The theme for Mass Dominique 2019 is a sizzling explosion. In other Carnival news, another Queen contestant has received full sponsorship ahead of the Miss Dominica pageant on 1st March. Here is Julian Morris with more.
21-year-old Annick Williams is the 4th of the 5 Queen contestants to be sponsored for the pageant. Annick is representing the community of goodwill and has chosen the platform Fostering Humanity Through Human Services, the National Health Insurance Pilot Program being coordinated by the Dominica Social Security, is sponsoring Annick Williams.
We are proud to be the sponsors for Miss Anik Williams. And our main reason for sponsoring Miss Williams or for being part of the Carnival 2019 is because we would like to promote and advertise the National Health Insurance Pilot. It is unfortunate that quite a few Dominicans, quite a few nationals are still not aware of the National Health Insurance Pilot. This program came into effect on the 3rd of April 2017, and it is intended to take care of or to assist young mothers and young children who need critical care.
Bertrand says the NHIP has used traditional media to promote the program and is hoping through the sponsorship of Anik Williams, more Dominicans will be aware of the NHIP and seek the needed assistance.
We are hoping that as sponsors, even as in like on Saturday, if we have at least a banner, then that would make people aware that this exists. We are hoping that through the whole carnival advertising activities, there will always be mention, or as often as possible, mention of the National Health Insurance. And we are hoping that she can use that as a platform, because we are taking care of a vulnerable group. And also, we are saving persons having to go out there begging. We are saving lives.
So far, the list of sponsored Queen contestants reads: 21-year-old Chrislyn Tavernier of Granby, sponsored by Big Edge Financial Express, T Calypso, and Easy Barrel. 20-year-old Marisol John, representing Sultan and Coptol, sponsored by D-Tread Tires Inc. 20-year-old Brittany Felix of St. Joseph, sponsored by the Dominican National Lotteries, and Anik Williams, sponsored by the National Health Insurance Pilot Program. According to Acting Festival and Events Manager of the Dominica Festivals Committee, Marva Williams, talks are ongoing with another sponsor for 19-year-old Aliyah Martin of Campbell.
Still with the youth, young people interested in the world of fashion now have a more structured avenue through which to develop and showcase their skills. The first ever step got underway at the UWI Open Campus on Tuesday. Owner of Finesse Beauty and the founder of the Sewing Training Entrepreneurship Program, STEP, Kimara Matthew, urged participants to use the skills development course to their advantage.
Today marks a pivotal moment for all participants who are now enrolled in this program. It shows that our people are indeed resilient and always looking for a way and a means to improve their lives and make the most of their resources. It speaks of your willingness to grab the baton and reach for a whole new level. I am truly humbled by such great anticipation and excitement from all of you all. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for choosing STEP. I implore you to take this opportunity very seriously, as this could be the breaking of a brand new venture.
The Dominica Export-Import Agency, Dexia, has partnered with Finesse Beauty to host this sewing program.
When Ms. Matthew approached us, we were very excited about the program because we recognize that we have a need for seamstresses and fashion designers. And fashion, as part of our service industries, is one of our modules in our work program.
The University of the West Indies Open Campus is also a key partner in this venture.
For us at the Open Campus in Dominica, we feel that it would be very detrimental and our purpose would not be served if we do not offer people the opportunity to learn, to grow, to improve the skills that they already have, or like Ms. George, to learn something completely new. And that is why when Mrs. Matthew approached us about assisting with a course in the Sewing Training Entrepreneurial Program, STEPS, we took the opportunity to get on board because we really believe in empowering our people. And we believe in empowering our people through education. We believe that is the only real way to empower people anyway, is to give them the skills that they need to be able to make a way for themselves.
The Sewing Training Entrepreneurship Program runs for 7 weeks. In matters of trade, Protection for small manufacturers under Article 164 of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas is not expected to impact Dominica's commitment to the Economic Partnership Agreement, EPA.
Article 164 of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas is designed to promote the development of industries in the lesser developed countries, LDCs, of CARICOM, including Belize. Under Article 164, small manufacturers are provided a buffer through higher tariffs on similar products imported from their competitors in more developed CARICOM countries and third countries such as the United States. Article 164 products, which include wooden furniture and solar water heaters, are outside of Dominica's liberalization obligations in its negotiations.
Our starting point would always be Article 164 products are not part of a negotiation exercise. So it's not going to affect our EPA at all. When you begin a negotiation exercise, you have to indicate to the other party the products that you want them to liberalize or to bring down the tariff rates in your favor, and they will tell you what products that they want you now to bring down your tariffs in their favor. Because remember, the whole goal and the whole idea is for me to come in your market and be competitive, and for you to come into my market and also be competitive. So you give and take. From the inception, we always say any product that is subject to Article 164 will not be part of the liberalization process. So it's not going to affect our EPA obligations at all.
Walter dispels the notion that all this means the products will be more expensive here.
But that is not the case, because all the products on that list are being produced within the sub-region. So every single product here is being produced in the least developed member states of CARICOM. So all that is going to do is to get countries or get the companies to pull up their socks and to produce more and to supply more, because right now they have a bigger market to take care of. Yeah, they are going to have more demands on them. So for example, if we have companies in Dominica importing Carib beer, let's say they were importing Carib beer from Trinidad before, and now there's a 70% on beer coming from Trinidad. It's just rerouted because Grenada produces Carib beer. So all you do now is you order your Carib beer from Grenada. And in many of the other products such as curry and all that some companies may be importing it from Guyana, they would have to reroute and get that supply from within the sub-region. So the idea of it going to become extremely expensive, those particular products, is not true, because right here they're happening. So when you look at flour and you say, oh my God, the cost of flour is going to increase. No. Most of the companies in Dominica right now are importing flour from Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And you have a flour mill that not long has been developed in St. Lucia. So all it means, you have a shorter period of time to get the goods to you. You get the goods from your brothers and sisters in the sub-region, and you create more employment, more activity, more investment within that economic space. And that is what we hope to achieve by the decisions that we have taken.
You are watching the Channel 5 News. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Get ready to open the best gifts with Flow this Christmas. Sign up for a new broadband or TV service with free installation, or sign up for a broadband and TV bundle and get 40% off broadband for the first 2 months. Plus, get a chance to win a 55-inch smart TV, 1 year or 6 months of free service. Enjoy big-time entertainment and big speeds this Christmas with Flow. Terms and conditions apply. Visit discoverflow.co for more.
In keeping with Dominica's vision to become the first climate resilient country in the world, your government has decided to ban single-use plastic and styrofoam effective 1st of January 2019 to ensure that we set an example in the region of leadership in the area of climate resilience.
I came to Dominica 25 years ago, and one of the things that attracted me to Dominica was the nature and the pristine environment. Over the years, we're starting to see more and more plastic show up in that environment. So I think this is a very, very necessary step, banning the use of plastics, so that we can keep our pristine environment, have a healthier community, and an image that's more in line with a nature island.
While Dominique is a local environmental conservation organization, and we have been around for about a year now. And in that time, we have removed about 3 tons of plastic waste from the coastline.
We have been doing this because of the detrimental effect that plastic has on our environment, like killing thousands of our wildlife, causing our soil to be infertile, poisoning our waterway, and in turn harming us.
We commend the government for its recent plastic ban and look forward to working with the government for cleaning up our nature isle.
Conventional polymer stays in the environment for 450 years, as opposed to a biodegradable product which would last 3 months in your environment. Imagine all that material being brought to a composting facility. It would mean that we would have less material coming to the landfill. It would mean that the 2 tons of material that we are receiving on the landfill could be diverted to a compost facility. This would improve our space on our landfill and the lifespan. We at the corporation definitely welcome the ban on the importation of single-use plastics and styrofoam products on the Commonwealth of Dominica. And we look forward to other initiatives that will help promote sound waste management on the island of Dominica.
While the plastic ban is definitely a positive for us, we as a people must continue to be cognizant of how we dispose of our waste and always seek to reduce, reuse, and recycle. A message from the Ministry of Environment, Climate Resilience, Disaster Management and Urban Renewal, and the Ministry of Tourism and Culture.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evo.
Ripped jeans, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evo.
Welcome back. A call for the sub-region to become more self-sufficient in producing goods to meet its own needs. Dominica's Director of Trade, Mathan Walter, believes one of the main reasons for the CARICOM single market and economy is to ensure countries are able to produce the goods they need while reducing reliance on imports. Walter was speaking in the context of plans by government to fully implement Article 164 of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas. It protects small manufacturers by providing tax incentives intended to stimulate increased production and exports.
I look at the CARICOM region and I look at what is called waivers of the common external tariff. And every time countries request a waiver of the common external tariff, meaning that they can bring a product into the region without paying any duties, it's because the products are either not produced within the region in large enough quantities, the quality is not good enough, or the product is simply not produced. And from my desk, there are so many waivers being requested by countries across the region to bring in products. It means that there is work to do in us in the region being self-sufficient in the production of goods. Huh? So, as much as possible, we have to try to get to that. We have to try to achieve that self-sufficiency as much as we can. Because other than that, we become net import states and have to depend on the developed countries in the world to do every single thing for us. So the entire gamut, the crux, the underlying reason for regionalization is to grow our people, grow our industries, and create avenues for investment and development of productive sectors. And so this is just one step in that direction. And the hope is that persons can invest in this, create the jobs that come with investment, and we can live a higher standard of living and prevent ourselves from being totally dependent on external sources for the things that we need.
And a provider of energy and commodities information is reporting that the U.S. is considering sanctions on Venezuela's crude oil exports.
S&P Global Platts says this is a signal that opposition within the Trump administration to sanctions on Venezuela's oil sector may be weakening. The article says while the Trump administration has sanctioned the state-owned oil company PDVSA, restricting its access to new debt financing, the country's gold sector and multiple government officials, including President Nicolas Maduro, it has resisted direct sanctions on oil flows. The magazine says this reluctance was due to both the potential impact on oil prices and U.S. refiners and the fear that oil sanctions could worsen Venezuela's humanitarian crisis and place blame on the U.S. But as the situation in Venezuela drags on, Trump's National Security Advisor John Bolton and Secretary of State Pompeo have stepped up their push to target Venezuela's crude flows. One analyst is reported as saying the hawks are in charge now and they want to get tough on Venezuela. If they're going to do something, they're going to go for the toughest thing right away. That effort would likely focus on the roughly 500,000 barrels per day of crude that Venezuela exports to the U.S.
To end the news, the headlines again. Organizers promise new features in Saturday's opening parade for Mas Dominique 2019. Full sponsorship for another Carnival Queen contestant. And Dexia and Finesse Beauty partner up to create platform for young people interested in the fashion industry. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You can also access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire production team, I am Andrea Louis, and to all of our viewers around the world, thank you so much for watching. Join us tomorrow.